Welcome to Popcorn Moments, a father and son movie review podcast, where we share our true and honest first impressions, fun and freely for children and adults alike. So go ahead, grab your favorite candy, fill up a thirst-quenching beverage, and slather a large bucket of popcorn with butter, because this is a review that you're gonna want to chew until the very end. Spoiler alert. Because kids say the darndest things, and even I don't know what my son will say during these reviews. Fair warning, but fun nonetheless.
Scooby Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
Ooh.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Moments. And today we are talking about the Scooby Doo movie number 1.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Like Scoob.
Yes, we just watched that last night, actually, right?
Yep.
So I was talking to some people that I shared our podcast with, and they came back with, what about some Halloween theme for obviously the season? I mentioned, hey, how about we do some spooky movies that are kid-friendly, family-friendly, and Scooby Doo came up.
Yep.
What was your thoughts on that, Augie?
Pretty crazy, and I was like, that's a fun idea to do. And as soon as I heard that we were going to watch Scooby Doo last night, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. Because I was on my phone the whole time because of a little bit of a surprise thing yesterday that I was annoyed about. So I was on my phone and I was pretty sad all night last night until they put on Scooby Doo, and that's when I got really excited.
So I grew up on Scooby Doo. When you were younger, you actually had Scooby Doo toys and so forth. I love Scrappy Doo was one of my favorite characters from Scooby Doo. So if I'm going to be honest about the movie, I'm kind of sad they made Scrappy Doo the bad guy. I like Scrappy. He's so scrappy.
What?
He's a tough guy.
Yes, he's hilarious. But again, like, why did they have to make him that guy? I mean, it does fit. I mean, in the show, not like the mystery gang don't like him. They think he's too over the top all the time.
He's a little overzealous.
Yes.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Exactly.
So, me personally, I mean, I love Scooby and I love Shaggy. I think the movie, the cast, I mean, most of the people a part of the cast are friends or married. I think I mentioned to you that Daphne and Fred are married, the actors, anyways. So that was kind of cool and interesting, I think. Matthew Lillard is actually friends with Freddie Prinze Jr. They go way back, and I remember when they first got together in movies. But the chemistry, I think that made up a lot of the mystery crew.
True. True.
So why don't we run down what the movie's about? Obviously, it's the Mystery Machine and their mystery.
I think you can start it off when I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, fair enough. So it starts off, they're solving a mystery of a ghost. They unmask him to find out that he is a janitor at the warehouse. That Pamela Anderson obviously is there, and she shows up in the Mystery Machine. I'm still scratching my head about that one, but hey, celebrity guest. And if you go back and watch some of the old Scooby Doo cartoons, they were really big on having special guests in those series of cartoons as well. But so yeah, they solved that. I think they come to the realization that they all bring different things to the group. Um, Fred is very, it's all about him, sadly, and that kind of rubs Velma the wrong way. She's the first one to quit, and then Daphne, and then Fred, and then it's left with Scooby and Shaggy all by themselves. 2 years later, they Shaggy and Scooby get approached by a gentleman that wants them to come to an island, a spooky island, to solve a mystery. And they sign up for it after being offered all you can eat food. Now, I'll tell you, I would be all on board if it was all I could eat popcorn, right?
Yeah, same.
I mean, not that Jiffy Pop. I mean, I like Jiffy Pop for what the idea of it is. Yeah, this is a plug. We're plugging you, Jiffy. Making you on the stove top till it pops, you know. So back us, right? Now, all you can eat food. Obviously, that's a big ringer to bring in Scooby and Shaggy to the island, and you and me. But as they get to the airport, Fred is actually very surprised to find out that Scooby was dressed as a grandma. That was a funny scene. Daphne was not fooled at all. She called it out. She's like, "Who would even be fooled by that?" And Fred is just blank on the whole thing. But no, all of them are brought together at the airport, and they're all going to the island.
And Shaggy finds some weird girl on the plane.
He does, and she also enjoys Scooby snacks because they're vegetarian or vegan. I can't remember what she said, but she likes them just as much as Shaggy and Scooby does.
Yep. And not only that, but Scooby's a grandma.
Scooby is a grandma, and he tricks her too. Like she sneezes, it's like, "Oh, I'm allergic to dogs," and Scooby's just like, "Oh, right here." And Shaggy obviously is into the girl, and he sends Scooby away because get close to the girl. But what is the mystery on the island? Do you at least remember that part of the island?
Of course, I was paying attention. Well, the mystery on the island was all of the students were acting weird.
Yeah.
When they arrived.
So they weren't like Dude Bro and Riz and No Cap. That's well before that time, I suppose.
Yes, it is. It feels still to this day. But
if they were to remake it, I'm sure we get all kinds of slang terms that I'm not quite hip to. But hey, you're right. You try. Yeah. So they had the mystery. The kids are acting weird and kind of being brainwashed a bit. But they dive in, and they do what the mystery what they do. But separated, right? They try to solve it all in their own way. Velma the brains. Daphne is a black belt now, so she can fight. So that was interesting. And Fred has always liked his traps. I don't know if there was so much traps in that, was there?
Not really. And then Shaggy still with the girl. And Scooby
he was still after the girl, and Scooby was sad.
Until when Scooby, Shaggy, and the girl were at some like food area, some random area on the island, where Shaggy won her a head.
Oh yeah, he did the claw machine.
Yep.
And got her a voodoo doll head.
And then Scooby was on the phone with someone who said free food in the middle of the forest.
Oh no. He said free hamburgers. Free hamburgers. And Scooby's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on it."
Hamburgers?
He was gone.
Like, didn't get to see him.
Right.
He just went, and he went off going for those burgers in the forest.
Which was basically a sack of burgers, all the arrows pointing to it. And he was dumb enough, like, oh, I want a burger.
He put his head in the bag,
Mhm.
and it fell off, and Raggy monster!
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then he put the sack back on his head, and then it took it off, and he put it back on his head. He just went back and forth until finally Scooby ran and went to Shaggy and said, monster! And then Shaggy looked, and it was a rabbit.
It was a rabbit.
And
Why did it look like a Fortnite skin? Or is that just me?
don't know.
Just saying.
We cut a bit, when, I think, um, was it? Yes, it was Velma. She went to this weird, kooky, spooky area with like this, like giant skull thing,
Yeah.
and she said, "This isn't creepy at all. I see all the projectors." And then it cut to Daphne,
Yep.
who saw this voodoo witch doctor guy, who said, "I'm trying to do a voodoo ritual." And she was like, "You're on the suspect list." And she walked away. And I'm joking. He asked her not to go in the spooky castle, but she says, "You want me not to go in the castle, so I'm gonna go into the castle." So she goes into the castle where Scooby and Shaggy are. And Scooby and Shaggy's like, "No, they're spooky paintings and castles that have kooky little eyeballs that follow you, and also knights that when you turn your back, they get closer to you."
It was the normal haunted house, haunted castle tropes. Yes.
And they went inside her.
Of course.
And same with Velma and Fred later on. And everyone was in the castle, which everyone found different ways. Scooby and Shaggy found this weird area with, that was like a set. Velma and Fred found this like mysterious control room, and Daphne found this room with like this giant triangle on the ground, where she then grabbed this mysterious artifact, and the triangle started shutting.
She moved pretty quick because I thought the cage was closing in on her. She was able to slip right through the opening before it closed altogether.
Yep. Scooby and Shaggy had a fart battle.
Yes, Daphne walked it up on that, didn't she?
Yep. And Fred and Velma saw a video about brainwashing.
This is true.
Which then I thought they were gonna get brainwashed. But nothing happened after that. But then Velma decided to check on this mysterious artifact that Daphne found.
Obviously, only something Velma could do was
Yep.
to find a random forgotten language on a piece of artifact.
Yep. But then monsters came. Raggy monster! And then there's a monster right out the window. They bust inside, get I think, yes, Velma and Fred, Shaggy, the one girl from earlier, Scooby, and Daphne all go to the beach and call up, like, I think some like patrol people.
Yeah, they tried to call a Coast Guard.
And they laughed so hard, and it was creepy.
It was creepy. That guy had a really creepy face when he said, "We'll send help right away."
But yeah, then they split up. Daphne goes to find the others because apparently they're still there. Just they act different.
Yeah.
And Scooby and Shaggy find bikes.
They do. They got ATVs.
Yeah. And they get chased down. And then the girl hops on the bike. And
Mary Jane is her name, by the way.
Okay.
I remembered her name. Sorry, it just hit me.
But they're all riding on the bike, and she like moves around her face like plastic, and Scooby's like, I love that one. I love Scooby with his monster.
This is true. So I need your opinion real quick on something.
Okay.
The CGI of the monsters. To me, I can't help but notice it kind of looks like if Bugs Bunny and the Monstars from Space Jam were to combine and make a baby. That's what I see.
That's what I see.
What's your thoughts on that?
That makes so much sense.
I think you were calling it out. You said CGI was a little rough compared to the CGI they had at the beginning of the movie with the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it was just they blew their budget on the ghost CGI.
Yeah.
All right, I just had to know. So continuing on, the monsters are giant bunnymen,
Yep.
more or less.
They find Scooby and Shaggy find a shack, and they go inside. I think. Yeah. No. That you passed. They find this like fireplace area where then Scooby is like, Shaggy, she monster, and he's like, oh, 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 oh. I'm like, even though Scooby Doo usually never does that.
He does never do that, so he must have been really angry.
Yeah. The only time he does it is when he's around cats.
True, he did that on the plane.
Yep.
That was a funny scene.
And Shaggy was like, Grandma, no. But back to where we were. Then, Scooby falls into this hatch.
Yep.
And Shaggy goes after him. Where then Shaggy finds this pit of souls, where he then gives Daphne, who had lost her soul, to Fred.
Yep.
Fred and Velma's soul, and put them all together.
All the souls are all jumbled up.
Yep. Because then Fred is in Daphne's body, and Daphne is in Fred's body. Got that out finally.
Yep. Doesn't Shaggy join up with them?
Yep. And they all meet together where their souls keep getting rearranged until they finally come back to them.
It was pretty funny seeing them all act like each other.
Yeah. Then they go back down the hatch again, and they try setting up a trap, like they usually.
They do. They went with the trap to try to solve the mystery that is afoot with the sacrifice of Scooby, who is getting fed and pampered, and he's so excited, like, I'm a sacrifice.
But Shaggy messes it up.
He does.
Like he usually does. But they all like find a way to hide. Which Shaggy then steals someone's outfit and takes Scooby with him and talks Scooby into not doing it and running away, but it was too late.
Too late.
The guy from the beginning of the movie who sent them there was the bad guy.
Mr. Bean? Sorry, that's the actor.
Yep.
But yes, he was the eccentric rich guy who ran Spooky Island. He was behind it all.
Uh-huh.
Or was he?
Yeah, or was he? Which then he takes all the souls from the bat, and he's about to take Scooby's soul.
Scooby is pure-hearted.
Yes.
Gotta have a pure soul.
Might as well just get rid of Scooby and just give Mabel souls.
Mabel is very pure. This is true.
Or not, because as proven in the last Mabel. Yeah. He tries to take Scooby, but then we find out it wasn't.
It was a mask all along.
And who was inside? Scrappy Doo.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Which then he takes all the souls, almost gets Scooby, and turns into like a beast.
I mean, could they have got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play Scrappy Doo? That guy was beast in mode.
Or Mr. Beast.
Or Mr. Beast ain't gonna play Scrappy Doo. He's too busy spending his money on everyone.
He played as the pig in Kung Fu Panda.
Making terrible Lunchables. Anyway.
And teaming up with the guys who made a terrible energy.
Oh no, not Logan Paul.
Who also teamed up with like the worst YouTuber ever.
Who's that?
I show speed. But
so Scrappy Doo's the bad guy, we find out. Okay. How do they stop him?
They stop him by hold on.
They release the stone out of his chest.
Yeah, they release.
And all the souls leave and go back to their bodies.
He was like, "I'm still gonna defeat you," and then the disco ball pops up.
Yeah.
Kills all the monsters.
Daphne pulls that rope, and the disco skull with the spikes, all the sunlight hits it because the monsters don't like sunlight.
And they die.
And they
they're
die.
vampires.
Vampire bunny men. Something like that.
Oh. But then they solved the mystery.
They solved it. And
Scrappy Doo's like, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you battling son of a.
He did. They bleeped him, thankfully.
Yes, thankfully.
They end up finding the real eccentric billionaire in a pit or a chamber within the volcano area. So he was saved.
Yep.
All in all, though, I mean, it was Scooby Doo. And I really like Scooby Doo, and I thought they delivered in that live action movie. Now, obviously, it's the second movie that we get the meme that is super Shaggy. Is that?
I don't think that's where he's coming from. I think he comes.
Dude, he drinks the liquid and gets super strong. That's where the buff Super Shaggy comes from.
Super Shaggy, Super Saiyan.
Well, anyway, we wouldn't have it without Buff Shaggy in the second movie. So that's a whole other movie, but still good nonetheless. Now, they canceled making a third one, sadly, but there are some prequels and some made-for-TV movies that came out, just not the same. I really think Matthew Lillard and Freddie Prinze Jr., they really, really did very well. Sarah Michelle Gellar as well. So, all in all, good movie, great movie choice last night. Honestly, I think other people would enjoy it with their families as well. Even if
you rate it,
a good 7, I think. 7's good.
Yeah, I agree.
7 Scooby snacks. Or an 8 Scooby snacks because you ate. I'll see myself out.
No, it's because of the funny finale scene that you didn't watch because you were on the toilet.
Well, thank you for that. So what was the finale scene that I missed?
It was Scooby and Shaggy messing around at the diner area where they put a bunch of hot sauce on the cone.
Oh, God.
To see who can handle the most heat. And Scooby literally I don't even know what to say.
He breathed fire?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what you were trying to say.
Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It was hilarious. And that's why it's a date now.
Okay.
Also, because I ate those Scooby snacks.
So, in the movie, did you have a popcorn moment that you liked?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually. And it was the funny soul switching part where everyone kept getting their soul swapped.
Okay. My popcorn moment was probably Daphne fighting the luchador. They dropped the hint at the beginning that Daphne was a black belt and she learned how to fight and she had her big moment. So she took out the luchador. But I'm pretty sure the luchador is dead. He died.
Yeah.
He fell in the hole. I don't think he's coming back for the second.
Also, quick question.
What?
If all the souls were jumping around in that giant pit at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
what if some of the souls get put in the wrong body?
But didn't the thing say that they'll continue to switch until it gets it right?
Yeah, but there was about like more than 100.
It would have been quite the party.
Yeah, that's gonna take forever. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think it was a great movie. Again, everybody, if you're into Scooby, you want a nice, spooky, family-friendly movie to watch, definitely give Scooby Doo the first movie a watch.
I think next time, I think we should do Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because I think it would be very funny. I mean, like Leo, Donnie, Michael, and Ralph.
It's called
fun.
Raphael, not Raphael.
Ralphio.
You're gonna make me Ralph. I don't know how do we go from Scooby Doo and Shaggy eating all the time to Mikey bashing on pizza all the time? There seems to be a theme here.
Well, that's all we have for today, and that's it for Popcorn Moments.
Bye.
Bye.
Again, this was Popcorn Moments, a father and son movie review podcast. Thanks for listening. As always, keep an eye out and come hungry for our next helping of Popcorn Moments.